straw. But I bit some straw. It was shaped a little like you, but then it moved and threw me off it. No, I'm dizzy. I hit my head when the straw man threw me in the air.
Hope that fella makes it out of Driftwood. The Reds will kill him if they find him. I had friends. Good friends. Not even dwarves, some of them. Reds put him on a ship, sailed him to Fort Joy. Ever heard of that place? Fort Joy? They send you there means you ain't never coming back. You've been there? Smack in the middle of the lion's den? Crikey! Ain't never heard of anyone that gave the Reds the slip before. Good on you, lad. You give me hope, you do. Reds got 'em, but can they hold 'em? I mean, you got out, didn't you? Maybe they can too. You were? Atta boy. Like a swift kick in the Reds' bollocks, that. You gladden an old dwarf's heart, fella, me lad. And even these rotten kippers smell the better for it.
How about you back up and take a look at what happened to the last trespasser? Back so soon? I said get rid of him, not natter with him like two old ladies. Kill him! Kill him now! Traitor! Turncoat! Tattletale!
Here lies Patrick, prophet. He perished in this place, predicting the downfall of Brachus Rex. That's no way to die. Brachus was quite the tyrant.
Hey, look! A lamp!
Who summons me? What? One of you? What's wrong, Godwoken? Did the Seven turn you down too? Or are you here seeking even more power? I should strike you down where you stand, God-taint. Because it would be a kindness. I've known the power you feel, the promises you were made. I too was named Godwoken once. My God gave it all. Power, glory, hope. It was intoxicating, until she took it away. Unworthy, she said. Unworthy to be divine. So she gave it to another. What kind of a monster gives you that power only to strip it from you? To promise you will be the light of the world and then cast you into darkness. There was so much wrong with the world. So much that I needed to fix. So I sought power elsewhere. The Void said I could have eternal power. That I could be the light of the world. And it delivered. I have power unlike any God-woken, even if I lack my freedom. It laughed as I was sealed away in that lamp. Be the light of the world, God-woken, it said. Even so, it was more honest than your hellish seven. I may be bound to that lamp, but I can still strike you down with the thought. Other fools will find my prison. I will have my freedom someday. And until then, I am happy to do my bit to rid the world of one god's puppet. The next passing imbecile can have your wish. You threaten me, when I have become so much more than God-woken. I will wear your entrails for ribbons, god scum.
This...
"10 spans under, humans slept. 10 spans up, the dwarves were kept. Lizards burned in lasting flame. Elven trees towards skies did aim." It helps me remember where the dead go. Sometimes they don't stay where I put them. That's okay. Keeping watch, tending the graves. No touching. Riker might get mad. He doesn't like it when someone touches his things. Powerful sorcerer. Lives here, right in the garden. He can take the you from you. No brain, just body. The servants, they got nothing up there. Riker has it all now. They need to be freed. Only way, kill Riker. The servants, so lost, chained by Sorcerer Riker, but they can still go home to the hall. Set them free.
Human graves. May the dead stay forever at rest.
Come closer. I dare you. I am death. There's no defying me. You would mock the beast after crawling into its mouth? Not one step further. I know what you want here, but Kanna's already laid claim to it. Ha! She calls herself master. I call her minion. Whatever name you choose, it is her hand that will wield it, not yours. Necrotic Troll, you are summoned. Crawl through the gate. The earth opens for thee.
The dwarves give eagles back. An elegant passing.
Pretty eyes. Eyes that see far.
Think I need your eyes? Please. Before me lies a banquet of power, the most splendid feast for all my senses. Master died, but Master told me what to do. All my life told me you are what you eat. So I do. I will become the Master. Unless you are not the new Master, are you? The new Master must first partake of the old Master. Only then. Disrespect! You spurn Master's gifts! Leave now! Leave Master and I alone!
Look who's come to join the party. Oh, but you do get around, don't you? When it comes to graveyards, I'm a kid in a candy shop. All sorts of goodies and gewgaws for the taking. And a bit of rousing conversation. If you know where to dig, that is. Your concern is noted. But I assure you that I take the utmost precautions. The ingredients to many a tincture are buried in the earth here. I wouldn't let a few pesky lichens break my stride. You're a savvy one. I must confess, I'm not just here for random baubles and whatnot. There's something my heart, such as it is set on. Well, that's the gold-plated question it is. I dare say you'll enjoy this story. Somewhere in this graveyard lies an object of tremendous power. Or so the legends say, anyway. Belonged to a family buried near here, the Surreys. I've been reading up on them. An ancient clan of eccentrics and oddballs. Fascinating people, truly. Old Joanna was the last. The poor dear. Had no money, no children, just this incredible heirloom passed down to her through the generations. Problem is, no one knows what this object is, only that it's an astounding piece of work. Seems Joanna took its secrets to her grave, rather literally. I can recite each page from memory, but I've neither the time nor the inclination. It pains me to say, but you've talents in the adventuring department that I do not. And this heirloom could prove valuable for both of us. It's a quandary, you see. I tried. I really did. But the servants that tend the graves, well, their master isn't so keen on me. He caught me nosing around and had those masked freaks chase me off. The spirits within are particularly feisty as well. Can't say why. I'm as gentle as can be. Alas, I am stuck sniffing out herbs and fungi on the outskirts. I've told you everything you need to... everything I know. What it is doesn't matter. What it does... well, if I am right, it will clean up quite an unholy mess. A mess we're both currently mired in. Let's make this easy. I'll assume you've accepted my mission. You'll assume I give it in good faith. Beautiful. The Surrey tomb must be somewhere nearby. And whatever that object is in there, I bet it's impressive. I do wish I could wander inside. It would be nice to look up some old friends. See if they're in good spirits.
You there! Help me, please! Some thoughtless fool buried me in this grave to be left as fodder for the worms. I can't be at peace in a place like this. I have to be put to rest according to lizard tradition. The eternal fire burns in the lizard quarter of the cemetery. I beg you, cast my remains into the fire. Set my spirit free. I will never know peace otherwise.
This spirit's as haunted as the graveyard it roams.
Your grace in an undeserving world. The spirit of the tree may have much to say.
That story hits a little too close to home. Poor luckless fool.
Spare me this elven strife. I care not. Desperation leads to stupidity, among the stupid anyway. Death, the lizards are obsessed with flame.
You have done me a great service, friend. Now, the Hall of Echoes beckons.
It's hard not to feel some pride in reptilian engineering. I watched an elf spend hours trying to force his way into a lizard's chest. Eventually, he threw it into the flames. But still it sits there, indestructible. He did not leave empty-handed, unfortunately. I pity the poor salamander that he dragged back to his ghastly home.
Oh, hi! How are you? I'm good. Hey, do you smell that? It smells like the fish place, doesn't it? Like fish, only, worse. Okay, bye!
Careful now, that's a tree.
If graves you dig, I'll warn you now. Beware the creak and then the click. Then comes the bang, then comes the bang! Close your eyes and listen. Commiserations, he says. I knew the risks. If graves you'd open, beware the creak, and then the click. Then comes the bang, then comes the bang! I have only one regret. I didn't get the loot, I didn't get the loot! First came the creak, and then the click, then came the bang, then came the bang! Creak, click, bang!
Careful, I've spotted a trap.
A sinner I, and who is not? The sinner lies that they sin not. A sinner lies. And yet the boneyard's full of sinners who got their prayers, while I did not.
Come on, mistress. Hear me. Heed me. You've always had a glint in your eye for old Zinsky. Don't abandon me now. Heads or tails? Unlucky. But then what do I know about luck anymore? All my life I served Lady Luck, and see how it ends. In the dirt, just the same as everybody else. Her signs to call her. Oh, Lady Luck always came when I called. For 30 years we roamed Riverlong together. She was my faithful mistress, from card game to wager to grift. She was the life of me. Yet she wants no dead man. Now I cannot influence even a coin toss. But you breathe. I'll wager you've more use for my gifts than I do. Here, tell me what you truly value. If my lady sees fit, I'll give you what I truly value in return. Good enough? Now you feel her touch. Now Lady Luck sings in your blood as she once did in mine. And now I feel nothing.
Why are you here? Tell me, and mind that you tell me true. Enter.
Looks like I found Riker's place. Here's hoping for a warm welcome.
O'er black and white, my fingers dart, as lost between worlds as I am. O'er globes they glide, o'er flats and sharps. Whither go they, Lord of Life? Direct them.
A visitor? Such a rare and exquisite pleasure. Call me Riker. Please, do avail yourself of my creature comforts. You've surely come a long way. It's not an ordinary location, I admit, but I prefer to be extraordinary. There is no pleasure in mediocrity. Don't you agree, Godwoken? Don't be so naive. My doors only open on the occasion of truth. What you admit to them, you admit to me. I also see you are not yet whole. I'm not a generous man, but I could give you what you seek if you offer something in return. A completely fair exchange between sorcerers. Let's not be so secretive, my good fellow. You're dying to show off those smoldering talents of yours. You just don't know how to handle them. I can help you with that. I can share my bond with the Source with you, fill your well to the brim, make you a master. The rest of the story, well, it's yours to write. You are cautious. An admirable quality. I, too, have difficulty with trust. However, my requirements are very simple. You go to the Black Pits, to a cavern there. In it, you'll find a stone tablet of considerable value. Bring it to me. Oh, but heading to the Black Pits would mean tangling with more magisters, and they're such a nuisance. I like keeping my hands clean, you see. It's a miracle of the ancients. Priceless, really, and powerful enough to draw the magisters' attentions. I won't bore you with further detail. Suffice it to say, it is safer in my hands than in theirs. I'm a man of taste, as you no doubt see. A relic this significant would make an incredible addition to my collection. Don't deny an old elf his simple pleasures. A promise you'd best fulfill. Then you'll have the power you seek, if not the power that trumps it. There will always be one greater, you know. Now please, don't let me keep you. Tarquin. Ah, that must be the fellow I found snooping in unwanted places. There are some types, deceitful types, that don't deserve to be among a place of such treasure. He doesn't appreciate what the dead can do for us, my friend. Do be sure to see yourself out. These tomes demand my attention.
I am death. Yes, the masses tremble at the necrohound's might. We will retrieve anathema. Our enemies will bow before the demon blade. Once a demon, now a weapon. We heard its call and slayed our allies in its name. It is near. With it, we will slay living and undead alike. There will be no mercy.
Clever. Very clever.
Greetings and salutations. Have no fear, we mean you no harm. No harm, no harm, no harm, no harm, no harm. My manners, master would not be pleased. He awaits you west of here. He will not harm you. Others may. A servant, a loyal servant. Loyal and hungry. Go now. Save your questions for master. Spare me your presence.
Sweet sir, handsome sir, seek out our master. He wants you. Wants you.
What's that smell?
Something delicious.
My master has use for you. Make haste, if you please.
Okay, let's see what this master wants.
How can I tell if he's to be trusted?
You don't need me to tell you that.
True. I'm in deep, deep.
You want to buy something or not?
No, thanks. Ah, there you are, and with just the little demonic host I've been looking for. You don't mind if I have a word with Ms. Losa, do you? I was just curious about the progress of your little hunt.
Not much to report, but not for lack of trying. Any idea where I can find that Jahan fella you mentioned?
My friends here tell me that demonologist I mentioned isn't far from here. Off the island somewhere, they say. Do go have a chat with him. You won't regret it. Take care of yourself, Losa.
You are here to work. Are you also here to trade? I have much to show. I trade, you have coin. I have wares, nothing else matters. You like your nose? Then do not stick it where it's not welcome. We are where we are meant to be. We will be told when we are meant to be somewhere else. Your friend wanted a new deal. Wanted to renegotiate terms. We have a wager. Some say she succeeds. Some say not. What say you? Good. Tell me, how do you bet? For the half-blood or against? Good. Now, see what happens. Until then, do you wish to trade? Look, do not touch. Not until you fatten my purse.
You have been summoned. Go do your duty, now. Your attention is appreciated, sir, but misplaced. You...
Kill! Kill the bastard! Wear his skin! Dance, citizen!
I beg your pardon. You need to speak to the advocate, the lizard by the table. He is waiting.
Sweet thing, succulent thing. We are so pleased to see you. but not as pleased as him. Go. Speak to the advocate. Make him happy. Bring him pleasure.
The tree is surrounded, and the advocate has us skipping stones.
Shh. Dark words should not sully those honeyed lips. All will be well.
You have a lot of faith in these promised outsiders.
He has faith in them, darling. That is all we need.
Tree. Gotta get back. Gotta guard. Can't let it out. Can't let them know. You have a reputation for both malfeasance and chaos. Imagine my surprise when it took you so long to find your way here. I see the miasma surrounding our islet certainly did not hinder you. Well, here you stand, in the flesh, so to speak. And a finer collection of corpusculae I never have seen. I trust you are not opposed to a mutually beneficial accord between civil and gentle persons. Ah, a curious mind. A most glorious creation. I am here at the behest of my master to offer you a simple exchange. An offer of aid for the promise of aid. The epitome of civil reciprocity. You and he possess a common foe. The power behind the Voidwoken has made our lives hell, so to speak. Since the Divine Order unleashed death fog against the Black Ring and those darling woodland creatures. And as the gods have shirked their duty, perhaps we could come to a mutually beneficial arrangement pertaining to both of our objectives. Indeed, I can offer you the source channel that you seek forthwith, as a gesture of good faith. Indeed, the creatures that strut about this realm so often do. Very well. I can see them straining against your lips. Unleash them, Godwoken. Ask your questions. Because it is expeditious to do so. My master would have this isle cleared as quickly as possible. And, if you are to become the new Divine, I would much rather be an ally than a foe. After all, the power you wield will be as a great sword to my master's butter knife. There are legions that would follow you, myself included. Your power would be unfathomable. Assuming, of course, you take it for your own. My master has been troubled by the presence of the Void as it creeps ever forward, encroaching on areas in which he himself once ruled supreme. None more so than this island. There is a tree at this island's core which has special significance to my master. Think of it as hallowed, sacrosanct ground. But the Black Ring maggots writhe all about its trunk. And you will exterminate these termites. It is simplicity itself, in truth. One may ask, one may inquire, but one should be eternally wary of what one demands. And one should heed that twicefold for information like this. There is power in names, power far, far in excess of your mortal limits. I'll not deliver that power unto him. Have your ears been found defective, or do you simply lack the wit to comprehend? I will not speak that name. My master's identity is of no practical consequence in this matter. You need concern yourself with nothing barring the truth that my master always honors his vows. Your smoldering, half-demon pet can attest to that. She is the one that comes to me, helm in hand, in a sad attempt to beg and snivel her way out of previous and quite binding contracts. Alas, I am not at liberty to say more. My master values privacy above all else. He would not take it kindly if he discovered I had been indiscreet. An excellent decision, decisively delivered. It is indeed within my ingenuity to grant such a boon. Understand, Godwoken, that source abounds in all things. There is neither enigmatic lore nor magical jewel required to open the channels of Source. It is enough to seize it with sufficient force of will, to know that all creatures are nothing but Source and vain hope. Somewhat more roused, are you, Godwoken? It is such delicious vivication. Now, tell me, is there anything further in which you yearn to be enlightened? Why, the only thing you truly desire, or certainly the only thing you truly need. I will reveal unto you the location of the Council of Seven. My master has dealt with many of your ilk. Small-minded creatures with a hunger for power, out to save themselves or loved ones or the world, some fantasy or another. But all are willing to strike a covenant if it means their success. One was even willing to give up the location of this council to earn my master's boon. How felicitous that you merely have to spill a little blood to earn the same.
Incredible. I've never felt so alive.
Oh, it's you. I don't see why not. I've got business all around the realm, same as you. None of yours, thank you. Bye-bye. We'll discuss this later. Now, if you'll excuse me.